So today's video is not so much me vlogging as it is me kind of talking about something that's been on my mind a lot for the past couple days. It's something that I'm sure everyone has been affected by or, been touched by or something, and it's something that everyone can kind of relate to. Insecurity. And the reason I've been thinking a lot about being insecure is because it's summer. And it's not fun? Short shopping when you're a fat girl in summer. And some of you might be thinking, oh Erica, you're not fat, blah blah blah. Let's not beat around the bush here. I can fit anywhere from a size 8 to a size 16. And I know that that's not like fat, but at the same time, I'm the type of size where if I go into like, I don't know, Old Navy or something, I have to use like an extra large, extra large. But if I go to a plus size store, I'm the smallest size. So basically what that means is I am this really weird composite size where I don't actually know how to shop and where to shop or how to get anything that flatters me in the way that I want it to. And it's really hard to dress trendy when you can't go to the trendy store and know that they'll have your size. Because I can go to somewhere like American Eagle or a Postal or something like that, except I'm never 100% sure that they're going to have an extra large or an extra large. And stuff like that makes it really hard to go shopping with like my friends who are all little tiny and skinny and itty bitty. And then there's me and they're like, oh, where do you want to go? And I'm like, I'll go wherever you want to go. It's just I'm probably not going to buy anything because I don't fit anything at the stores that you like. And at the same time, I feel awkward dragging them into stores that cater to like bigger girls because they're not going to buy anything there either. So trying to go shopping with my girlfriends turns into this weird tango of where are we going to go? I don't want to offend you and I don't want to offend you and blah blah blah. And when I was younger, I was really fat. Like I was a little butterball kid. And because of that, I used to get bullied so bad. I was in dance for a number of years. And once I hit like, I don't know, I must have been like 9, they bumped me up a level because I was a head and shoulder taller than every other kid in my dance lesson. And in that older group, everyone was than me. Do you know what I mean? They were better, they were faster, they were just more everything. And of course, here I am, this tall fat kid with no friends in this group who kind of like marches in and they're like, okay, Erica's gonna be in your group now, and everyone else kind of looks at each other and they're like, why? And there were these 2 guys in my group. I have forgotten their names since, but their faces I will never, ever forget. Because 2 nights a week, for like 10 months of the year, they made my life a living hell. In an hour's worth of dance class, I would probably spend close to 45 minutes of that wishing that I was gone because they'd be standing there calling me fat and telling me that no one was ever going to love a fat girl and that I should, go throw myself down the garbage chute because I was so fat and no one was ever going to love me, and how could I like myself because I was fat. That was like 8 years ago, and I'm still feeling the effects of these 2 guys who just decided one day that they didn't like me, and so they were going to try and do everything in their power to make me feel bad about myself. It got to the point where it was so bad that I had to leave the studio because every night I would come home in tears and beg my parents not to make me go back because I couldn't stand it anymore. But I think the worst part of what I went through was that no one helped me. No other dancers in the class ever tried to stand up for me. The teacher just either didn't notice or didn't care because no one stopped it. And there are days still when I look in the mirror and I say to myself, why? Why are you like this? Why can't you just be like everybody else? Why do you have to look like this? And there are days when I just hate myself so much for letting myself be like this. And I say to myself, no one's ever going to love a fat girl. And on those days I go, how can anyone love me when I don't even love me? But today's different. Today I woke up and looked in the mirror and something in my brain just clicked. Today is legitimately the first day in months when I have felt pretty. And you know what? I don't feel bad saying to myself, I feel pretty today. And maybe some of you think that that sounds egocentric, but to me this is huge. I was talking to an English teacher once and we were talking about music, and we got on the topic of One Direction's That's What Makes You Beautiful. And we started talking about the lyric, you don't know you're beautiful, that's what makes you beautiful. And this teacher just got into a rage. She said she couldn't understand how an attitude like that could permeate the collective atmosphere of our media. How can we expect girls to grow up and feel beautiful if we have songs in our media that say, you don't know you're beautiful, and that is what makes you beautiful? And I have to say, I'm inclined to agree with her. And so you know what? Although I'd never go so far as to say that I feel beautiful, because, 2 consecutive years of bullying kind of, really wears down your self-esteem, but I'm not going to feel any shame in calling myself pretty today. And that's because that's how I feel. For the first time in months, I'm not ashamed of who I am and how I am and why I am. Today, I feel like I'm worth it. I feel like I love myself. And maybe you have your days when you just feel gross and bad about yourself and fat and ugly and like no one could ever love you. But believe me when I say you're not the only one that's ever felt like that. There is always going to be a network of people that love you because of who you are. And I know I'm just some talking face on the internet and you don't know me personally and we'll probably never know each other personally. But I think you are so beautiful. Maybe you don't look at yourself in the mirror and go, wow, that girl is stunning and beautiful and everyone wants to be that girl. But that's not what beauty needs to be. Beauty can be something so much quieter than something you want to scream from the rooftops. Beauty isn't found in a perfect body or perfect hair or a perfect face. Beauty is found in the way you feel about yourself. Beauty is found when you can finally say to yourself, you know what? I love who I am. This is who I'm supposed to be. I am exactly who I'm supposed to be. But something clicked today. And I can finally say to myself, you know what? I'm worth it. I'm worth being loved because I love myself. And no matter who you are, who you love, why you love them, what you look like, how you dress, anything, you are beautiful if you can say to yourself, I love who I am. If you're watching this, I want you to go out and combat all of the body hate in the world. You know that girl from school? The one that you have on Facebook and you think is really, really pretty, but you've never had the courage to say it to her? Just send her a message on Facebook. All you have to do is say something like, I think that you're beautiful, because you have no idea how much that could mean to someone. So your homework assignment from me for this week or until I post my next vlog is to go and tell someone that they're beautiful and mean it. If you've stuck around this long, I want to tell you that I think you're beautiful and nothing can ever change that. And if there's someone in your life that you feel could use a little pick-me-up, send them this video. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not beautiful. Because you are. Bye.